Welcome to the FastCase 7 video. In this video, we're going to look at the document view page, how to use the authority check report to check the status of a case, and how to use browse mode to find documents you might be interested in. At the moment, I have already run a search for the phrase Bermuda's Quota. Once I ran that search, I selected a case from my list of results. As you can see, the case I've selected is on the right-hand side of the screen, while my search results and the interactive timeline are visible on the left. I can make my case full page simply by clicking on the left arrow. I can return to half-screen view by clicking on the right arrow. This allows me to select other cases from my results list when I'm done with this particular case. Above the text of the case, I have a couple of options for working with this particular case. First, I can search within the text of the document I have on the screen. I simply click on Search here and enter the term or phrase I want to search for. As you can see, the term I entered is now highlighted. Each search term that you select will be highlighted in a different color. To see a full list of all search terms that are highlighted, click on the down arrow next to the pencil icon. To remove a term from your search phrase, click on the X, and that term will no longer be highlighted. You can jump from term to term using the next arrow and to the most relevant paragraph by clicking on the document. To the right, you'll see up and down arrows. These arrows take you to the next document or previous document in your search results. To the right, you'll see a couple of icons. The sideways V icon is the sharing icon. From this menu, you can email a document to a colleague. You can generate a public link for this document. Public links are public domain copies of the document that you're currently viewing. Anyone you send that link to does not have to be logged into FastCase in order to access that particular document. To the left of the sharing button is the favorites button. If this is a document you refer to a lot, you might choose to save this document to your favorites. Then you can go back to this document with just one click from your History and Favorites menu. To the left of the star, you'll see the printer icon. FastCase does not print directly to your printer, but instead allows you to generate an electronic copy of the document that can be downloaded to your computer. Then you can print it, email it, save it, or whatever other purpose makes sense for your research process. Simply click on Print Now, and you can select Adobe Acrobat PDF, Microsoft Word format, as well as single or dual column format for your printing. To the left of the print icon, you'll also see the Authority Check Report flag. This flag will be red if the case has a negative interpretation, and will be clear if there is no negative interpretation. Click on the flag to see the full report for this case. At the top of the page, you'll see statistics about the case. How many times it's been cited, by what level of court, and whether there's been any negative interpretation of the case. This case has no negative interpretation. Underneath the statistics, you'll see a full list of all citing cases. So you can use this to expand your research to see other courts' interpretation of this particular issue. Finally, at the bottom of the page, you'll see a timeline for this case, showing what other courts have cited it, when, and what level of court that cited it. At the top of the Authority Check report, you can sort the Authority Check results by date or by number of times cited, as well as filtering it by a particular jurisdiction. If you want to print the Authority Check report, click on the small printer icon. To close it, simply click on the X. Browsing in Fastcase 7 is very simple as well. At the top of every page in Fastcase, you'll see a blue Browse button. Click on that button to enter browse mode. From the map, you can select a particular jurisdiction or select from this right-hand menu. You can also view the list of jurisdictions as a list. Once you've selected the jurisdiction you're interested in, you'll see a listing of all libraries in Fastcase that match that jurisdiction. If a jurisdiction has a small magnifying glass next to it, you can search that jurisdiction as part of your current subscription. If a library has 3 parallel lines next to it, you can also view that particular library in browse mode. Browse mode means that you can see the outline for that particular document and navigate as if you were using the table of contents of a book. Let's take a look at this. For this example, I'm going to use the United States Code. Once I've selected the United States Code, I can then select the edition I'm interested in. I can then see the titles in the U.S. Code. I can then select a particular title by clicking on the arrow to the left of it. Once I've clicked on that arrow, I can see the individual chapters. Click on the arrow next to that chapter to open that section, or to open that subchapter, or to open that part. Once you're at the section level, click on the name of the section to open that document. If you instead click on the printer next to the titles, you can print all documents that are underneath that section. So if I clicked on the printer here, I would get all documents that are part of subchapter 2 as one large batch. When you select a section, the outline will remain on the left-hand side of the page, while the document will be on the right. Statutes have all of the same functions we just saw for the case, but instead of having the authority check report, if you click on the A at the top of the page, or the annotations button at the bottom of the page, you can see a list of annotations for that particular statute section. To view any of the cases in the annotations, simply click on their title. Thank you for viewing this video.